Good evening guys, hello and welcome back once again to a Monday evening of racing with me, your boy Vexed, and the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero Racing's GT7 Championship. This is of course season 19, we're now on round 4. We're at the infamous Daytona once again. We had this track last season, it did throw up some shenanigans. We'll see what happens this evening. Kept making a return this evening in that Beetle, see if he can put in some... see if you can shake things up a little bit. We'll have a quick run down through the standings before this round, before qualifying begins. Yannick currently fastest in this practice session. 1:45.982 for Yannick. Maybe not everybody's showing their true colours just yet though. Perhaps they're trying to not show their cards until qualifying. Racing Green are still leading the championship at the moment. He's doing a fantastic job of it, keeping that gap consistent to Zico. There's only 18 points in it now. Zico second with 98 points. CMP's in third with 73. Hasnain is in fourth with 64. We got BX Royal in fifth place with 48 points. We got Perry in sixth with 45. We got Yannick in seventh with 45 also. Keps in eighth with 34. Anonymous in ninth with 27. We got Alessandro in 10th with 24, joined by Kellen in 11th with 24 also. PZN is in 12th with 22 points. We got Lattice in 13th with 17. Morvello's in 14th with 15 points. We have Sam in 15th with 14 points. Taz is in 16th with 13 points. Then Senior Fac 17th with 11. Eroticos 18th with 10. Monster Cats 19th with 2. And EZM in 20th with 1 point. So Citroën are still top of the manufacturers, followed closely by Lamborghini. Citroën have got 180 points, Lamborghini have got 171. Subaru in third with 72. BMW are currently in fourth with 69. The Astons are in fifth with 58. We got the Volkswagen Beetle in sixth with 56. The AMG 20 currently seventh with 38. The Lexus is in eighth with 31 points. We got the Nissan GTR in ninth with 25. The Toyota Supra in 10th with 2 points, the Genesis X in 11th with 1, and the Ferrari, the Dodge and the Renault all still yet to score points. Well, that was your standings coming into this round. And at the moment it looks like maybe Yannick might be the one to beat in the Aston Martin. It looks quite strong around Daytona, probably one of the stronger tracks for the Aston, so we'll have to see what Yannick can do. Can he maybe do the double, and he's going to put an impact, isn't he, on the top slots in the championship. Yannick is currently 7th, 71 points off the leader. But you could also take good points away from the guys behind. BX is going to be chasing some good points, it looks like, in that WRX. He's had some sketchy results due to the tyre wear in that car, or on that car. Zico collects that invisible barrier there. The tyres on the inside, they stick out more than they look like they do. There is in fact an invisible wall there that can spin you round. BX cutting the margins, showing us how it's done. You can get very close, but yeah, if you run that margin, he was definitely flirting with danger. Oh, and Cap managing to go into provisional second in this practice session. He did this last week, didn't he, or the week before? I think it was round 2. He made an appearance in the Beetle, and he was absolutely flying. Where is his teammate? Maybe his teammate not here this week. That's a new name to me, Ifonde. So Ifonde making an appearance this week, making a debut in Tier 1. The qualifying will get underway in around 5 minutes time. Yannick still currently fastest in this practice session in the Aston. At the moment getting the slipstream off of Taz's teammate. Sure, I recognise that name as well, Taz. Although I'm sure there's probably a few Tazes out there. I think we had one in Ultimate Racing League. Aslam's had a solid start to the season. His debut in Tier 1. He's put in some cracking performances, brought him some decent points. I believe that's Hasnain in the stand-ins. Check out where he is currently. Sindre. You've seen what's done so much better, dude. Welcome along, by the way. If it's your first time here, which I think it is, I would recognise your name, obviously. If it wasn't. But yeah, Hasnain. So Hasnain is currently sat in 4th place, so he's had a cracking debut to this tier. His debut in Tier 1, going really well for him. So he's going to be looking to try and make up some decent points in this round. And Racing Green are still currently top of the standings. He's chasing his first championship, trying to keep it away from Zico, who's currently 2 in a row champion of Tier 1. There he is, he's coming out of pits now. The 2-time. We've got several champions in Tier 1. Obviously BX has had a few championships under his belt, as have a few of the others. And obviously some coming up from previous tiers as well. So we've got a Tier 2 champion here somewhere. I think maybe Hasnain. I think he was Tier 2 champion last season. So currently in this practice session, yeah, I'm not sure what you're on about, buddy. Mr. SBS. I don't know who Mr. SBS is. If you're on about the stream, I mean, you're welcome to go and watch them if you want to go and watch them. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to stick around. Senior Fak has been putting in some good performances as well. He just seems to fall apart a little bit. I think there's a couple of little mistakes creep in during the race, where he gets caught up in some shenanigans and somehow finds himself at the back of the pack, but he does always have pace in qualifying. Roykos also has been doing very well in that GTR. Perry's been having a good season as well. The M6 boys, I think they're currently 3rd or 4th in the manufacturers. And Ifonde making his first appearance in Tier 1. What car is Ifonde in? Probably absolutely butchering that name, but hey ho, it happens. looks like a Hyundai also. Is it the WRX? Can't make out what car that is. Oh, and he's lost it. Through the left-hander. All too easy to lose it through there. I have to try and keep a cool head. Come qualifying. Now Kep still chasing the fastest time of Yannick's. As I say, maybe. I can tell you, Strand. I don't follow the NASCAR. We've had the message from BX Royal, we will be starting soon, so qualifying will get underway in the next minute or two. Oh, and Kep. Kep sensing the reset and the start of qualifying. We've got on board with BX. He should come out of the pits before everybody. Here he comes. Will he be the first person to put a time on the board, or will he ditch it and let somebody else put a time on the board before himself? He's done it before. Or is he just going to give it his all on this first qualifying session? First set of tyres in this qualifying session. So this sector here, very technical. It's hard braking for the left-hander. You want to get on the throttle gently through here, because you saw a couple of people spin it on the exit of that turn onto the banking. So keep it nicely tucked on the inside. We've got the long run now to the bus stop chicane, which is going to be another hard braking zone. We're probably going to see some overtake attempts, maybe. Not a good place to try and go for one. BX gets through there nicely, flirting with the track limits there. Making it look easy. Favours the high line for this banking. And it's the run to the start finish. The run to the finish line. To complete his outlap and the start of his first flying lap. This is it here. So it's going to be hard braking down into turn one, probably down into second. Back up to third. Misses the tyres on the inside there. Down into second for turn two. The hairpin. Nicely on the exit. I think it's going to be a good lap for BX, this first banker lap. He's some way ahead of the cars behind him. So not aiding anybody with a slip, with a toe down the straights. I think Yannick is the next car closest on track. We'll check in with him after BX crosses the line. Some track to go, some way to go. Reckon he had 2 wheels on the grass there, but let you get away with it. You've got to maximise your entries and exits through that bus stop to be able to keep your speed, carry your speed onto this final bank-in. And then obviously the start finish straight and the run to turn 1. And it was a 1:46.348, but Yannick goes faster by 1/10 up into provisional pole position. Taz goes in provisional 3rd place. Perry drops now. Oh, Zico up into provisional 2nd. Who else is going to manage to creep up there? So Yannick looking like he might be the man to beat. Zico 1/10 off of him at the moment. BX Royal down into 3rd, provisional 3rd. We've got Taz there in 4th. Perry, that's a good time there from Perry. He's actually up through that split. CMP in the top 6 there. Let's see if he can improve. I reckon he will do on this lap. Just getting them tyres warmed up. Single Fat currently sitting in provisional 9th place. Kellen there in 10th. Kep is in 11th. But he's got half a second penalty, so he's got that to deal with as well. Afonde in his debut up into 12th at the moment. Aroyko is good enough for 13th, and Anonyma still yet a bit of time on the board. Racing Green goes fastest. He's 1:45.737. That is the fastest lap currently from Racing Green. Getting the toe there from his teammate Aslam or Hasnain, currently in 5th place. I wonder if Racing Green is going to be able to pay or repay the favour and give his teammate a tow along the next section of track, or maybe even the bump draft. But that is 4/10 quicker than Yannick at the moment, so is Yannick going to be finding any time anywhere? He's actually getting pushed along by BX Royal as they both go into the pits. Zico with 1.5 seconds penalty. How did he pick that up? I reckon that was through the bus stop. Definitely flirting with them track limits. We're going to have to see the lines that everybody takes through there. Going to be a very interesting race, this one. It was last season, wasn't it? If you remember back to last season, very, very close indeed. But also, yeah, there's some of the overtakes were a little bit questionable. There was some shenanigans through turn 1 as well. A couple of people hitting that inside wall. Everybody heading into the pits on a fresh set of rubber. Zico being chased by Kep at the moment. Kep currently down in 11th place. What time's Kep on? Kep's on a 1:47.092, so that is how close it is at the moment. Almost everybody apart from Racing Green on 1:46s. So Racing Green on a 1:45.7. Yannick the first into the 1:46s, then all the way down to 10th. Well, Kellen the first into the 47s, so all the way down to 9th place in the 46s. And I think 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th and 14th will also creep up there as well. Still very close between these guys at the back though. Only 500ths in it between Ifonde and Aroikos. And only 4/10 off the back of Kep is Afonde. Very, very, very close indeed between that top 10. And Perry jumps up into provisional 2nd place. That drops Yannick down into 3rd, Taz down into 4th, and Zico down into 5th. coming up to nearly 8 minutes into this 10-minute qualifier. So everybody going to be eagerly trying to get their final laps in. Racing Green still has 3 temps over Perry, 3 temps buffer, back to second place. Yannick has got his work cut out now. What can he do? Can he find 4 temps? I think this is his first flying lap after he put that fresh set of rubber on, so we'll stick on board with him for just a second. I wonder if Zico might be able to find some more time as well. I'm sure he's going to be pushing in that Lamborghini. Also CMP, I think CMP dropped out of the top 6 now he has. We're down in 9th or 10th, or maybe even... Yeah, so he's down in 10th place at the moment. Where was Yannick? Yannick coming through... Coming up to start the middle sector, which is basically a long straight, the bus stop. And then it finishes. And then you're into the final sector, which is a big banking up to the start finish. Oh, and Yannick actually pulling over, so he's letting everybody through. Obviously not on a flying lap, maybe waiting for his teammate here. I think he is, I think he's waiting for a slipstream. They're going to try and work together. So Zico, what is Zico on? What's he doing? He's going to be coming up to a split in a minute. We'll be able to see if he's going faster. Gets through the bus stop nicely. Kep follows him. Kep too far back now, and he's actually 1 tenth down. Can he find that 10th in this final sector? And BX Royal goes faster up into provisional 3rd place. 46.1 for BX Royal. So Zico will cross the line and he's down by 800ths. That's unlucky for Zico. So Yannick, is he? Yes, he is. He's hot on the tail of Taz. He's going to be picking up that slipstream. That sister Aston is going to be punching a hole in the air ahead of him. Is he going to be able to improve? Is he... Well, we're going to stay on board and see through this next split. And he's actually purple. He is purple. But he's also got hope that Taz can put in a lap of his life as well. I think at some point he's going to have to take the lead, isn't he? It may come here. Onto the banking now, yeah, Taz has gone wide, out onto the right hand side there. 3 temps up for Yannick, it's the final lap. Currently Racing Green is at the top of the table. He'll be starting on provisional pole, but Yannick might be able to do it here on this final lap. We've got Perry currently 2nd place, BX provisional 3rd. Yannick, what can he do here? I'm not sure if anyone else is on a flying lap as well. We've got to stick on board with this one. He was fastest in practice. He's actually still 2 temps up. 2 temps purple through the middle sector. Through the final banking now. So Racing Green, BX goes faster. Perry up into provisional 3rd. Anonyma 4th. Yannick comes across the line and only good enough for 3rd. It was only good enough for provisional 3rd. Well, only good enough for 3rd. Zico, what can he do? Is he still on the lap? No, he's just crossed the line. This might be it. This might be how the race will start. It might be your grid. So we're going to have a look at the final results now before the first race begins. So Racing Green lines up on pole position with BX Royal in 2nd place, Yannick in 3rd, Zico 4th, Perry will start in 5th, Anonymous 6th, CMP 7th, Taz will start in 8th, Aslam will start in 9th, Signal Fak in 10th, Kellen 11th, Roykos in 12th, Kep starts in 13th, and Afonde will start in 14th place. But very close at the back there as well. And what a qualifying session that was. You can see how close it is there. So only the top 3 managing to get into the 145s. From 4th all the way down to 12th, all the way down to 12th in the 146s. And then Kep and Afonde, the only two in the 147s, but very, very close indeed throughout the grid. So we have got the first race of the evening beginning, the sprint race. 9 laps of Daytona. Racing Green lines up on pole. They're going to wait for the lights. 5 lights. And obviously the klaxon as well. And they're off. Oh, a lot of positions being shuffled in the background there, getting very congested. Further back through the field towards the midfield. Racing Green gets a good getaway. BX Royal has pulled up alongside Yannick, or at least he did momentarily. I think Yannick getting a good getaway there. We've got Anonyma looking for the move around the outside now with BX Royal. Zico snuck up the inside there in the Lamborghini. Where has he come from? Zico now up into 4th. Anonyma getting a little bit swamped. Aslam not far behind as well in the sister Citroen. What can he do? Can he get up the front and aid his teammate Racing Green? Perry there in 7th now. Taz is in 8th. We've got CMP in 9th. We've got a battle behind there. We've got Rotocos going up the inside now. Signal Fact's going to be late on the brakes. We've got Kep as well trying to squeeze up the inside in that Beetle, but not quite getting it done. He's going to have to sit back in behind. A little bit of a concertina there through some of the cars. Oh, who is that? Rotocos getting it a little bit wrong. He's lost that position now to Kep. Afonde trying his hardest now to stay on the back of the pack. So Racing Green has only got 2 temps now over Yannick. These 2 cars seem to be pulling away from the rest of the field, but Yannick isn't letting that Citroen go. He's got him setting his sights now. Hopefully neither of these guys picking up a penalty through the bus stop. All too easy to run over the track limits there as they're pushing so hard. But neither of them picking up one, so that's all good. BX Royal now 6 temps off the back of Yannick. Yannick still chasing down Racing Green. Are we going to see a move come into turn 1? He's closer than ever. He's going to have to try and pull out to the outside. Actually opting for the bump draft there. Strangely. Racing Green takes the racing line. No opportunity for Yannick to get up the inside as yet. I think we're going to see the move come as we approach the banking. Oh, and here we go. Yannick up the inside. He's going to be able to get it to stick. Not that time round. Racing Green gets the better exit. Pulls away slightly on the approach to this next left-hander. This is the entry now to the first banking. Oh, Yannick keeping it nice and close there. He's going to still be picking up the slipstream, still picking up the toe of Racing Green up ahead in that Citroen. The gap's quite close as well, behind up to 5th place BX Royal, Zico and Anonyma. So Yannick he's still just opting to stick behind at the moment. I think maybe he knows this is going to be too easy for Racing Green to be able to get back past with the slipstream, so perhaps he's just opted to try and sit behind, and maybe he's going to make his opportunity on the final lap or in a few laps time. Yeah, it looks like he just doesn't want to go for the move. Zico with half a second there. He's going to drop behind Anonyma. So yeah, I think this chase is going to continue for the next lap or two. BX Royal has started to close though. He's managed to take 2 temps out on that lap. Anonyma now up into 4th place. Zico down to 7th, so he's lost 3 positions due to that half a second penalty. Perry up into 5th place. Aslam is up into 6th. He's only 5 temps off Perry in the M6, so he may be able to get a move done as well. So we've got the 2 Lamborghinis having a bit of a battle there, it looked like. Like CMP had to just let off and let Zico back into 7th. Zico was in 7th, wasn't it? But he lost that position momentarily to CMP. CMP now getting challenged. Oh, he's gone up the inside of Zico. No team orders between the Lamborghinis tonight. Zico out onto the grass there. Can he get a car hooked up? He has. So definitely no love lost between the two Lamborghini drivers. CMP has to settle for 8th once again. He's going to tuck back in behind Zico. He's got Kep all over his bumper though. Kep is going to be looking for a move. You can tell how hungry Kep is at the moment. He's been looking absolutely rapid, or he did in the last round that he was in that Beetle. Is anyone going to go for a sneaky move into the bus stop? No, they think better of it, and I think I would have done as well. As I say, not really a place you... Oh no, Perry off into the wall! Perry! So Signal Fat goes through up into 9th place. We've got Keller now in 10th. Roykos is 11th. We've got Taz in 12th. Afonde makes up a position. Perry will rejoin in 14th place. 4.6 seconds off the back of the pack now. And carrying damage on that car. Racing Green still ahead of Yannick. Lap 4 now of 9. We've got 5 to go. As I say, I think maybe Yannick opting to stick behind and just bide his time. Racing Green takes the fastest lap on lap 3, 145.7. But Yannick has also been lapping in the 145s, only a tenth slower on lap 3. And BX Royal doing a grand job at the moment in that WRX to stick with these two guys ahead. Yannick showing some really fiery pace in this race. And Racing Green, obviously he's always had pace, hasn't he? He could have challenged last season for the win, but he had that holiday and obviously lost out on points. So Anonyma now looks like he struggled to keep on the back of BX Royal, only 7 tenths ahead of Hasnain in the Citroen. As Hasnain is gaining on him as well. He's chipping away at that time. Is he going to be able to size up the move in the next couple of corners? I think it might be on the next lap maybe. If he gets it right through this bus stop, gets the better exit onto the final banking. He's actually 2 tenths up on his personal best there. And he's got 6 tenths at the moment over Zico. Zico has made up another position. I think that was due to Perry spinning, wasn't it? I think he must have just lit the rear tyres up accidentally. Very easy to do around Daytona. Hasnain is closer now, 4 tenths. Managed to close through that last braking zone as well, so he is definitely gaining on Anonyma. Can he put the pressure onto the Mercedes driver ahead? And what can Anonyma do? He's not been able to stick with BX Royal and the guys ahead, but can he keep Aslam at bay? He's been very consistent. Aslam definitely well and truly tucked into that slip now, tucked under the rear bumper of Anonyma. I think he's going to be looking for the move, maybe coming into turn 1. He's going to have to regain a couple of attempts through the banking. And it looks like BX Royal maybe onto the back of Yannick. And he is. BX Royal is onto the back of Yannick. What is he going to do here? It's a bit of a rolling roadblock up ahead. So Yannick has had to go for the move now. He's going to go around the outside. Racing Green will hold that inside line. And he holds the position as well. Great driving from Racing Green. Yannick unable to find his way through. He's actually under the attack now from BX Royal. BX Royal trying to go around his outside. Maybe looking for the switchback. Yannick covers it off. And the 3 cars behind as well starting to heat up. Zico also now onto the back of Anonyma. I think he's going to have to be patient. He's going to have to play the patient game here. Possibly wait until they come onto the back straight, but almost gets an opportunity there. Aslam opens the door, goes a little bit deep. He's going to have the inside line into this next left-hander. Zico looks for the switchback. Can't quite get the drive onto the banking. Aslam in that Citroen, just like he's got just enough oomph just to stay ahead of the Lamborghini. As Yannick does get a move done on Racing Green. I think that was on the approach there to the bus stop. Racing Green still hot on his heels though. I think that was what Yannick was afraid of. He knew that if he took the position, Racing Green would be all over his bumper and possibly able to go for the move back into turn 1. And he's just going to continue doing this for the remainder of the race. I believe they'll be swapping positions. That's BX Royal. He gets 1.5 seconds worth of penalty. That must have been through the bus stop. He must have just dipped a wheel over. As Racing Green looks for a move around the outside into turn 1, not quite managing to get it done. Yannick makes that Aston as wide as he possibly can. And 3 cars behind have started to catch BX now. BX is now 3.3 seconds, 3.4 seconds off the back of Yannick, down to that penalty. That's heartbreak there for BX. It's cost him 3 seconds as opposed to 1.5. Anonyma still holding on to that 4th place, but Aslam still right on his bumper, aided by Zico in the Lamborghini, pushing him along. He just does not want to lose that position. He's trying all he can to get past Anonyma now. Is he going to be able to go for a big move here? I think Anonyma holding the inside of the track. Yeah, it's not going to be a move there at the moment for Hasnain. Just going to have to be patient, as I say once again. He can't be too patient because he has got a charge in Zico. Hanging right off his back bumper now. I think Zico having to opt for the bump draft to be able to get past Hasnain, and gets the move done. He's past Hasnain. Can he get past Anonyma as well? Is it going to be a buy one get one free, a 2 for 1 into turn 1? And it is. GG Zico. That was a cracking move, and Hasnain follows him through up into 5th place. Anonyma now down to 6th. That's unlucky, Anonyma. Crucially though, Zico up into 4th and almost onto the back of BX Royal, as Racing Green and Yannick still swapping positions. A tiny bit of contact there. Racing Green gives Yannick back the advantage. I think he maybe just outbraked himself a little bit into that turn, and there was a tiny bit of contact between his front and Yannick's rear. But I think it's one of them, isn't it? You can keep swapping positions lap after lap, and it's normally... Yeah, here we go. Racing Green going to get a move done with ease once again. Yannick's going to tuck back in behind him. And this is going to continue until the finish line. Both very equal on tyres. BX Royal actually not too bad on tyres this evening as well, so the WRX actually not chewing through its tyres as much as it normally would. seems to be very, very heavy on them fronts. The Lamborghini of Zico actually looking very good indeed. Well, the rears, so it's eating the rears more than the fronts, but looks after the fronts very well indeed. And he was 1.1 seconds behind, I think. He's managed to carve at least 3 attempts out of... Wait, what? Where's Oh, no. Aslan, Hasnain. I think he outbraked himself there. No. I think we had a glitch in the Matrix. So Yannick back past Racing Green once again, but Racing Green surely, with how close he is to Yannick, unable to get away. He's surely going to retake that position once again. But when is he going to do so? Is he going to save it until the final banking, or will he do it on the run to the bus stop? And BX Royal has got a fight in his hands now with Zico. Zico not far behind him at all. And here we go, here comes Racing Green up the inside of Yannick. Is he going to be able to keep it up to the finish line? He should be just ahead, just enough. Gets it through the bus stop nicely. It looks like he got through there faster that time than Yannick. Pulling out maybe a 10th. But Yannick is coming fast now. It is going to be a drag race between these two, coming up to the start finish. And I think Racing Green might have gone too early. Did he? No, he didn't. So Racing Green does get the win there. Yannick comes in second place. BX Royal comes in third. Zico in fourth. Aslam in fifth. Anonyma in sixth. Taz is going to bring it home in 7th, Kellen in 8th, CMP 9th, Eroticos brings it home in 10th, Keps 11th, Sinilfac in 12th, Perry's 14th, and Afonde. What happened to Afonde at the end? I think Afonde must have had a moment somewhere at the end there. 22.5 seconds off the back of Perry. There we go, crosses the line in 14th place. Well, that was your first race, guys. The second race, the feature race. The endurance is coming up next. The 40 minutes. Well, how many laps was that? So we had 9 laps in the 15. So it's going to be around 20, 21, 22 laps. So your reverse top 10 grid is going to be Eroticos is going to line up on pole with CMP in second place. We're going to have Kellen in third, Taz will line up in fourth, Anonyma in fifth, Aslam in sixth, Zico in seventh, BX Royal in eighth, Yannick in ninth, and Racing Green will start in 10th place. BX Royal actually managed to steal the fastest lap there as well for 1:45.4, so GG's BX there. That was pretty decent. And then obviously Kep will start in 11th, Sinilfac in 12th, Perry 13th, and Afonde will start in 14th place for the future. So BX Royal has now changed the room settings. Everybody will probably go on track and test their tyre choice for the next race. We'll have a couple of minutes intermission, and then obviously the next race will get underway. So if you wanted to go and grab a break, a refreshment, or go and take a toilet break or whatever, now would be the time to do so. And we'll find somebody who is testing their tyres out, because I'm going to have a quick break myself, grab a glass of water. So an interesting one, looking through the drivers, through the cars and the tyre choices. We've got a few differing tyre choices for the first stint. So it looks like the Lamborghinis are going for the hard compound tyres. We've got a Hyundai, a Roticos, a few of the others actually on the medium. And who else was that? CMP, Racing Green, looking like they may be going for the hards in the first stint. So it'll be interesting to see what everyone can do. What everyone can do on their different tyres, on their different tyre choices. I am back, so welcome back guys. Obviously if you've only just joined, this is the practice before the lobby reset and this will be the second race of the evening. This is the feature race now. Or it will be. Or is this just getting the settings right? This might be actual settings for the race now. We haven't had the message from BX yet, starting soon, so we may have a minute or two to go. Here we go, this is it. This is the feature race and the final race of the evening. Eroticos lining up on pole, CMP in second place, Kellen will start in third. We get a better view of the rolling start. What can Eroticos do from pole? How long can he keep the other guys behind him? Going to be fairly civilised coming down into turn one. Looks like Taz actually getting a really good getaway in the background there, looking to go around the outside of Kellen now. Can he get up there? Not quite just yet. The CMP starting to put the pressure on early doors as well, looking to try and find a way past the Roicos in the GTR. Oh, a lot of Roicos going a little bit deep there, almost opening the door up to CMP. CMP almost seizing the opportunity there. I think he's going to get it done though, isn't he? Onto the banking for sure. Right under the rear wing of that GTR, but actually goes a little bit deep there. He's opened the door to Kellen. Kellen has got right onto his bumper there. Has a moment though. And Roicos did as well. That's allowed CMP around the outside now. He doesn't want to be there though for this next turn, the left-hander. But he is going to sweep back up the inside there and into the lead of the race on that hard compound tyre. Royco's now down into second place. We've got Kellen there, still holding on to third. Taz trying to make a move in fourth. He had a really good start there. Anonyma is now in fifth. As we have got some positions being swapped here. Kellen looking for a move up the inside of the GTR now in the BMW. Braver on the brakes there. Royco's tried to keep his nose in, but yeah, there's not really a lot he could do there. Kellen moves up into second place. He's got 7 tenths now to the leader. Royco's looking to retake that position though early doors. Is he going to be able to do so? He's got Taz as well. Maybe Taz is going to aid him with the bump draft. We've also got the Mercedes of Anonyma creeping up. Oh, as the Royco's grinds against the wall there. Tries to go around the outside of Kellen, but then opens the door to Taz. Taz up into third. CMP unable to drive away from the rest of the field yet though on that hard compound. It looks like he's struggling a little bit. Taz sends one up the inside there. I don't know how he managed to get that stopped. He's alongside Kellen still. Taz absolutely great on the brakes there. As we've got Yannick making the charge as well in the background. We've got Yannick, Zico and BX Royal 6th, 7th and 8th. As Taz up the inside of the BMW. The Aston driver up into second place now. Kellen down to third. We've got Anonyma now in fourth. We have Royco's there in fifth. As Yannick tries to go to the inside there of Zico, he manages to get it done. Zico gets past the Royco's as well though. Royco's drops past BX I think as well. He's alongside BX now. No, he's behind. So BX has actually managed to get past Zico. Zico down to seventh now. Yannick is up to fifth. Anonyma fourth. So these three guys coming from the back of the field, they're making light work of the guys at the front. As Yannick looking for the move now on Anonyma. That's going to open the door there to BX as well. BX just going to tuck himself up behind the Aston. In fact, no, it looks like he's trying to help Anonyma. Yannick has got the inside line, but Anonyma just ahead. Anonyma will keep that fourth place, will he? He keeps it through turn one, but Yannick still on his inside now. He's going to be on the outside for this next one. We've got BX Royal waiting in the wings there. Anonyma still side by side with Yannick. Absolutely crack about this one. Yannick edges just ahead in fourth place. He's going to be trying to get onto the back of Yannick now. Taz has now got onto the back of CMP, trying to challenge for the lead of the race. He's opened the door to Kellen. Kellen goes up the inside in the BMW. Can he get a move to stick? Taz with the better exit retakes that second place. Almost into the back of CMP, into the left-hander. Puts in a purple sector there. Can he convert it into fastest lap? BX Royal currently with fastest lap, 147.9. And Yannick onto the back of Kellen now. Oh, it's Taz. Oh, Taz, he's going to take the lead of the race. CMP must have got the bus stop a little bit wrong. Didn't quite carry as much speed as he wanted to through there. He's lost 2 positions already. Yannick's going to be looking to try and take that position as well. Oh no, he doesn't want to do it there. So Taz becomes new race leader. Kellen now trying it around the outside. CMP is going to try and retake it up the inside, it looked like, but the door closed. We've got moves being made in the background there as well. It looks like Racing Green trying to fight his way through the pack. Kellen almost getting passed by CMP. holds that second place. CMP still there in third. Yannick now in fourth. Then we have Anonyma and BX still having a battle in the background there. BX trying to find his way past Anonyma in the WRX. And BX were actually going for the mediums in the first stint. I thought he was going to slap on a set of hards. So Racing Green on the racing hards has managed to make his way through to 7th place. Now he's 1.7 seconds off the back of BX Royal. Got his work cut out for him. We've got Rotikos. Rotikos now in 8th. We got Perry down to 9th. Signal Fax there in 10th. Zico is there in 11th place. What's going on with Zico? Kep in 12th. Aslam 13th. And Afonde down in 14th now. Or still in 14th. Seems to have lost the back of the pack as well. But Taz with an absolutely cracking drive here in this feature race. He's managed to pull out a nice bit of breathing space over the cars behind as well. It's 8 tenths as we speak. He's put in a 5 tenths personal best sector. CMP and Kellen still having a ferocious battle in the background there though. As is the GTR. I think that was actually BX Royal and oh no, somebody in the background. Who was that? Somebody's come a cropper. Signal Fac I think dropping down the order, is it? Racing Green 11th. What happened there? Somebody definitely came off. Oh, it's all got a little bit messy. BX Royal manages to get past CMP as well, up into 4th place. CMP tries to fight back. He's going to be on the outside for this next left-hander. Yannick has dispatched. So many cars behind him. He's about to do another. Had to take the inside line there. And he's picked up 1.5 second penalty for doing so. You cannot go down onto that inside line because, yeah, it'll give you a penalty like that. So that is going to drop Yannick somewhere down into about 7th, I would imagine. That's, yeah, it's going to be hard to come back from that now. He's going to try and go for the overtake. Is he on Kellen? No, he's going for the bump draft. And there we go, drop down the field, yeah, down to 6th. Yeah, I thought he dropped down to around 6th or 7th. I thought these cars may have caught him behind as well. As Signal Fac looking for the move on Kep, as is Rotikos. Rotikos trying to defend that position, 7th place. It's all getting a little bit messy behind him. Zico threading the needle there, threads his way through a couple of cars behind. He's now on the outside of Signal Fac. Signal Fac holds that inside line, but Zico looks like he's carried the better momentum. Through the right-hander. Has to sit behind. Signal Fac looking for the move on the GTR now. GTR goes a little bit deep. Rotikos has the better exit though. He's going to be on the inside for the next turn, this left-hander. And Racing Green trying to thread his way through as well. He was 11th, still battling with Kep for that 10th spot. It's got very congested in this field behind. 7th place some way off of 6th now. 3.6 seconds is the gap up ahead to 6th place. Yannick, Anonyma, CMP, BX Royal is onto the back of Kellen. Kellen's picked up 2nd worth penalty. That's going to allow BX through into 2nd place. He's not going to have to work for it. Kellen moves over off the racing line and he's going to drop some way back as well now, isn't he? So Yannick already back up to 5th place. said he was going to have his work cut out for him, but it doesn't look like it is to be up the inside there. He had to take evasive action. Looked like Kellen had just come out of the penalty slowdown animation. Yannick goes around the outside there. Anonyma holds the inside, but Yannick edges just ahead up into third place once again. What a cracking comeback after that 1.5 second penalty. I thought he was going to be race over, but he has got 2.5 seconds to work with up ahead to BX Royal. BX Royal, who has put in the fastest lap and is now onto the bumper of Taz. 5 tenths is the gap. Driving the absolute wheels off of that WRX at the moment is BX Royal. I think he's seen where he is in the standings and he thought, actually, you know, maybe I can do some work in this WRX. The tyre wear is awful, but we can make it work. And he is making it work. Carry some lovely speed through the bus stop. He's right under the rear wing now of Taz. Is he going to take his opportunity on this lap? Opts to stay behind for the minute. He's actually opting to give the bump draft at the moment, so trying to create a bit of breathing space back to third place. Yannick, I think he knows how fast that Aston is, and he doesn't want to have to go into a defensive battle with it, so whether Taz likes it or not, he's going to get help along the straights. BX really putting the pressure on as well. I think he's trying to force Taz into a slight error somewhere, maybe. I think he's seen that even though they managed to create a bit of a gap, or create a couple of attempts back to Yannick, with that bump draft, he has managed to eat at least 5 attempts out of that gap. It was up to about 3 seconds, now down to 2.3, just over 2.3. Well, what an exciting race this one has turned out to be. Sometimes it can be a little bit stale around Daytona, but it looks very close at the moment still. I think once the first pit stops come, that's where we're going to see some noticeable gaps throughout the field. People on different strategies. So Taz on mediums, BX is on mediums. He's only 3 attempts off the back of Taz. Will he go for an overtake on this lap, or is he still going to try and help? Or still try and work on getting away from Yannick behind? Looked like he went deep on the exit there at the bus stop. Perhaps the front starting to wash away, starting to suffer with a bit of understeer. Again, once again, down the start finish, and this time pulls out to the outside, but he's going to get the move done before turn 1 so he can take the race in line. And sweeps past Taz. That was a lovely overtake there, textbook from BX Royal. Plenty of space given. Taz still hot on his heels though. Taz looks around the outside now. BX goes defensive. Taz is going to have to go for the switchback, and he's up the inside on the exit. BX, a little slide of the rear tyres there, and Taz is back up into first place. That was a great answering move there from Taz. Taz on fire at the moment. But this battling from these two guys is only allowing a charging Yannick to creep ever closer. He's managed to gap the cars behind now as Yannick. 1.9 seconds is the gap up ahead to second place BX Royal. Kellen is now 1.4 seconds off the back of Yannick. Holding on to that 4th place though. Anonyma there in 5th. CMP is now in 6th place. We got Racing Green in 7th. Racing Green with 3 seconds to deal with there. Looks like he's unable to cut into that time at the moment. 2.9 seconds gap over Kep though. Kep in 8th. And then we have a battle forming here. Roykos about to lose a position to Senior Fak. Is he going to be later on the brakes into the bus stop? He is. Manages to get a move done, and Roykos is down to 10th. He's going to come under the attention of Zico, who's managed to get past the Aslam, but Aslam down positions, down to 11th and 12th now. And Perry all the way down in 13th. Afonde still holding up the rear in 14th. It looked like Taz just retaking the lead off of BX once again into turn 1. Oh, BX with a big slide. BX with a big slide. Has he held on to it? He has. I don't know how he held on to that. It looked like he was going to spin that car around 360. The WRX now starting to struggle on them second-hand tyres. What can BX do? When is his lap going to come? Or when is his pit going to come? Down into the 47s now. Well, Taz has been doing consistent 47s though. That's how BX has caught up. But he has only got 7 temps back to Yannick now. So BX finds himself in an Aston sandwich. What is BX going to do? You can see that he's got Yannick not far behind him. He is gaining on Taz, but at the same rate that Yannick's gaining on him. Or at least he was. Surely he's going to have to go for the move here, isn't he? He's opting to tuck in. Yeah, he's opted for the bump draft there. They've managed to create a second, or 1.1 seconds over Yannick behind in 3rd place. BX looking, seeing if it was on around the outside. Zico now into the pits. Was it Zico? No, it was CMP. CMP is into the pits. Taz is still ahead of BX. BX looking for the better exit through this turn 3. Managed to gain under braking, but it looks like the Aston just with the better corner exit. Taz with 6 temps over BX. BX is starting to be hounded now though by Yannick. Yannick looks like he's on a bit of a charge here. Has he got the momentum to be able to get past BX? He may look for a move into the bus stop. BX was trying to keep him behind, wasn't he? But so actually thinking better of it that time round. He's just going to opt to stick with the Subaru. Subaru still aided by the sister Aston in 1st place. So Taz hugging that inside line. BX is going to have to take the high line. Flirting with the outside once again, maybe looking for the cutback, but Taz covered it off. He's in danger of losing that position now to Yannick. Yannick looks like he's got a better exit out of turn 1. We're on the approach now to turn 3, 2, 3 because of the kinks previous. Side by side now for Yannick and BX. It looks like Yannick has got that position and he does move ahead into 2nd place. Is there going to be team orders between the 2 Astons? Is Taz going to let Yannick through? I'm not sure. I think it's been his first time at the front of the pack, so I think he's going to savour it while he can. Although he goes a little bit deep there, a little bit deep through the left-hander on the approach now to the banking. That's allowed Yannick the momentum I think he needed to be able to really drive out of that corner and onto the rear bumper of his teammate. I thought maybe Yannick was going to look for a move up the inside into the bus stop, but oh, he's actually going the high line this time. Sweeps around the outside of his teammate. Taz will tuck back in under his bumper. Look, it was nearly contact there as he tried to get back into the slip. We've got a WRX there off BX, still handling these two Aston Martins. Tries to go around the outside once again. Yannick's covered it off. Maybe around the outside of Taz. And he has. Or at least he is momentarily alongside. He should have the inside for the next turn. I think Taz edging just ahead. No BX. Tiny bit of contact there. Does get a position. Massive squirm on the exit. That's allowed Taz to get the power down better than BX. I think Taz is going to be fighting back for the duration of this lap. Very spicy battle indeed up here at the front. We'll check back in with all the other drivers in just a second, because this is what a battle this is. Oh, they both get squirrely on the exit there. BX hooks it up better. Looks like they're both struggling with that grip. Grip levels now are definitely going to be a premium, aren't they, on them very second-hand medium tyres. I think the top three are on mediums as well. Yeah, they are definitely all on mediums. And look how much better the Aston is at saving them tyres than the WRX. So is Taz giving BX now some friendly love taps, some bump drafts to help him in his efforts to try and get onto the back of Yannick, who looks to be driving away now. 8 tenths up the road is Yannick. Took the fastest lap as well on lap 11, 46.3. BX has taken a couple of tenths out of it though, down to 6 tenths now. So the WRX actually not too bad on top end. I think it used to be a little bit of a pig. It was quite good through the corners, but used to lack a bit on top end. So maybe they've made a bit of a tweak there through the balance of power or balance of performance. So the top three still Yannick, BX Real and Taz. Then we have Kellen still in 4th place, Anonymous still holding on to that 5th. Kep is now in 6th with Sinilfak in 7th. We got Perry in 8th. Aroticos now in 9th. CMP on some fresh tyres now in 10th. Racing Green has got rid of them hards. He's now on a fresh set of mediums in 11th place. Zico's followed him, so Zico in 12th. Still chasing the championship leader. 2.1 seconds off the back of him at the moment. Aslam Hasnain now in 13th. He's also taken on the fresh set of tyres, as has Ifonde. Ifonde now, well, still in 14th. Now on a fresh set of hards. Maybe looking to try and do the one stop. It's obviously a 23 lap race. I think I predicted 21, 22, didn't I? So 23 laps in this one. We're now on lap 14. So Yannick now does peel into the pits. Will BX follow him? No, he stayed out. So BX stays out, favours track position. He's still got second over Taz. He's managed to stretch that gap to 1.1 seconds now, 1.2 seconds. So maybe the WRX goes for a bit of a grading phase, and then for the last phase, before the tyres get really bad, perhaps it has still got some life in it, because he's still putting in some decent laps there. He dropped in, or he dipped into the 48s on lap 12, but he's now back into the 47s. So BX driving very well at the moment, very consistent driver as we know. Taz has now dropped to 1.7 seconds off the back of BX. Maybe Taz is starting to have to... Is he having a fuel save a little bit? He's still revving the car out, so... Maybe just lost a bit of time on them warm tyres. Surely BX will come in this time round. But yeah, BX, new race leader in the Subaru. Still yet to pit. You can see there is some noticeable gaps on the track now as people start taking their pit stops. If you look at the track map indicating the top right. So BX does come into the pits. Taz will follow him, as will Anonyma. I think Kep will probably do the same. And he does, as does Signal Flack. Aroticos has been doing some fuel saving out there. Currently in 6th place, he's going to become... Oh no, he's going to go in. Maybe going to jump some positions in the pits though. He wasn't that far behind. But definitely looks like he's been doing some fuel saving. Yannick is going to come through and become new race leader. Become race leader once again. He's actually gone for a set of racing softs. I'm not convinced he'll get them to the end. Oh, BX comes out just behind him. Only 7 tenths. It's just gone up to 1.2, but yeah, not far off him at all. Also on a set of racing softs, as is Taz. Racing mediums now for 4th place. CMP only 2.1 seconds though off the back of Taz. He's going to be able to keep up with them soft runners up ahead though. The top 3. Racing Green now up to 5th place, 2.5 seconds off the back of CMP, but he's got his hands full now with Kellen. Kellen on racing softs as well. He's going to be looking racy in that M6. And I think Kellen, he's been on them tyres for a lap now, so they should be up to temperature. Should be able to fully push on them softs. I think Racing Green might be losing a position to the M6. He's on the slower compound. So I think he decided them hards were a bad decision and got rid of them early. Went on to the medium tyres. But now he's suffering a little bit with it. Should definitely be able to get him to the end of the race, but he's going to be losing position surely. Kellen almost pushing him along now. Like he was actually opting for the bump draft, so maybe helping Racing Green. Trying to help Racing. Oh, Racing Green going deep. Goes deep through turn 1. Kellen almost having an opportunity to go up the inside there. Oh, almost into the back of Racing Green. Very close between these two. I think he actually did give him a little nudge on the exit there, which allowed Racing Green to create a bit of a gap. Got a bit of momentum on the approach to this corner here. But is he going to be able to keep it through the banking? He's still at 1.4 seconds up ahead to CMP, so he's not going to be picking up the slipstream. He is going to be a little bit of a sitting duck, I feel, to the soft runners around him. Wait a minute, wait, BX. Still 2 seconds off the back of Yannick. There's a 3.2 second gap back to Taz. So Yannick, BX, sorry, still in that Aston sandwich. CMP 3.2 seconds off the back of Taz. And Racing Green, it was quite, so he is chipping into that gap. I think he is being aided by Kellen at the moment. I think Kellen can smell a 5th. And they have caught right up to CMP now. CMP looks like he's in trouble. Also opting for the mediums. I think he went for the hards to start off with, as did Zico. Zico down in 8th now. And CMP needs to try and hold these guys off. Try and hold them behind him. But Racing Green so fast in that Citroen. But CMP's had some really good results this season so far in that Lamborghini. Currently second, third, I believe, in the standings. Racing Green, very patient racer. Definitely come on leaps and bounds as well. I think he was a little bit impatient when he first joined, as was Zico. If you remember Zico when he first joined, very, very fiery racer. He's also still very fiery, but he's a very intelligent racer now. And he's managed to do 2 championships in a row. Racing Green just manages to get that move done now, past Kellen. Oh, it's CMP tries to go up the inside there. CMP trying to keep that position to Kellen. Oh, and Racing Green does go a little bit deep there. That almost allowed CMP back past him, up into 4th place. CMP has got his work cut out now, 3.9 seconds up ahead to Taz. Nearly 4 seconds. CMP though, CMP losing that 4th place. He's going to lose 5th now to Kellen around the outside. No, he holds it. Kellen off onto the grass. No, Kellen! He lost the rear of that car. He's gained momentum but lost that position now to Anonymous. Anonymous sweeps past into 6th place. Yeah, I think them softs are going to be feeling a bit rubbish come the end of the race. Zico in 8th place, now bearing down on Kellen. That mistake has cost Kellen dearly. He's lost the position to Anonymous, and I think he's going to lose a position to this man here now. And Zico is coming fast. Will he gain? Oh, looks a little bit slidey there for the Lamborghini through the bus stop. Actually looks like he's lost a couple of attempts on the exit. Kellen just getting a better exit in the M6. So Anonymous now putting the pressure onto CMP at 5th place. What can the Mercedes AMG driver do about the Lamborghini that is ahead? It looked like CMP having a bit of a moment on the exit there. He's actually picked up half a second. No, CMP holds the inside line there to Anonymous, but he's going to lose that position eventually anyway. That half a second, that is so unlucky. He's just got to try and keep it ahead for as long as he can now, hasn't he? But Anonymous looks for the opportunity around the outside. CMP just with a better line, gets the better exit. Anonymous starting to look a little bit impatient. He knows that CMP's got that penalty, but he doesn't want to wait. He's pulled along the inside now into the bus stop. Oh, he just managed to get just ahead. CMP tries to retake it on the exit, I think, but no, it's not going to be. And Kellen had the better momentum, but just unable to find his way through. He just found the rear bumper there of the Lamborghini. But CMP is going to be slowing down. He pulls off the racing line. Kellen moves through into 6th place. And he's now got his teammate Zico not far behind. Lap 21 now, 23. Check back in with our race leaders. So Yannick with 1.1, only 1.1 seconds now off of BX Royal. That was quite substantially more before. It looks like BX has saved his tyres or looked after his tyres a little bit better, which is paying dividends now. He's starting to gain on the Aston. Yeah, his front tyre, the front tyres, the front left and the rear left, it seems, actually, the left-hand tyres of that Aston have faded a bit quicker than the tyres on the WRX this time around. This may work out really nice now for BX Royal. He's managed to get that gap down to 8 tenths. He is chasing the Aston for dear life. But we saw it before, didn't we? Once you get past, it can be so easy for the car behind to retake that position in the slipstream. So this could be a battle up to the finish line between these two. And look at the speed that BX caught up to Yannick then. Looks like Yannick may be becoming a little bit unconfident now on them tyres. And BX Royal has just come to life in that WRX. As I say, maybe the tyres go for a bit of a graining phase. Perhaps he's got through that phase. Now he's back into race mode once again. Still 5 tenths down through that split, but still well and truly gaining on that Aston ahead. Definitely picking up the slipstream now. He's going to be getting sucked along through the straights. And it definitely needs it, doesn't it? That WRX, such a big, cumbersome car. It's a big old pig. Of rally heritage. And he is slowly but surely gaining on the Aston, down to 3 tenths now, the gap. 7.9 seconds, no, 8 seconds now, back to Taz in 3rd place. We'll have to check the gap between Taz and Racing Green. BX Royal closer than ever, 2 tenths. Tucks up right under the rear spoiler of Yannick. What's he going to do? Is he going to wait until the final lap? Yeah, it looks like he is. He's toying with him. Will we go for a move around the outside? He has pulled out along the outside now. Yannick's going to have to cover that inside line. BX just needs to maintain that pressure. He will have the advantage along the long straights here at Daytona with the aid of that slipstream. But when you pull out, it's like hitting a brick wall, isn't it? Can be quite hard to zip past. I'm sure we've got some more moves being made around the field, but we've got to stay on board with this battle for 1st place at the moment. Zico now making his way up to 7th. Oh, they're still behind CMP though. CMP still 6th. It looks like Racing Green hasn't made any headway yet in getting onto the back of Taz. We'll check that gap as well. So I thought BX was going to be a lot closer coming on to the back straight here, but perhaps he's going to Yeah, he's concentrating on the exit here, through the final bus stop. It's going to surely come through this next banking. Yannick goes, takes the high line, he's trying to break the toe now. He goes left, he goes right. He goes right and then left. Trying to make it Aston as wide as he possibly can, but here comes BX Royal. He's going to sweep around the outside now. Yannick going to duck back under the bumper of that WRX, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a slingshot past before the start finish. BX taking the checkered flag there. Yannick in second place. Taz is going to come home on the third slot of the podium. GG Taz. Racing Green in fourth place there. Anonymous and CMP at the end there. Photo finish. Anonymous takes fifth. CMP sixth. Cap seventh. Cap takes seventh from Zico. Zico finishes in eighth. Kellen ninth. We've got Senior Fat comes in 10th. Aslam was 11th. Perry finished in 12th. Aroticons are going to take 13th. I think he struggled with the tyres towards the end there. Look at them fronts on that GTR. And then the Fonde through the bus stop for the final time, making his debut here in Tier 1 for Season 19. I think he's just going to write this one off and come back next week. Maybe one of the reserves for this season. But Fonde, last but not least, crossing the finish line. GG's, buddy. What a race that was, guys. What a battle between Yannick and BX at the end there. Absolutely cracking stuff. I'm not sure what happened to the two Lamborghini guys. I think CMP actually finishing, he had a good finish, didn't he, in both races, but Zico maybe not his track. But I think he's going to have lost a couple of points there, unfortunately, Zico. Well, here's the results once again. BX Royal taking the win there. It was only 1/10 in it at the end between him and Yannick. Yannick with the fastest lap, 1:46.214. Taz came in third. We had Racing Green in fourth, Anonymous fifth, CMP was sixth, Kep was seventh, and Zico was eighth. We had Kellum in 9th, Sinil Fak was 10th, Aslam in 11th, Perry was 12th, Aroticos was 13th, and Afonde in 14th place. In the BRZ, that's why I can work it out. I haven't driven that car for a long time. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that one, probably not so much as the guy at the start there. He obviously clearly loves the channel, and I'm sure he's going to be back. But yeah, if you enjoyed that one, obviously we're back same time, same place next week. I've been your boy Vex. This has been the Aero League Racing's Tier 1 drivers in the GT7 Championship. Good night.